Ay, cabrón, ¿y ahora qué sigue? Ah, ¿estás cogiendo algo? Ah, ya, 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 ya. Ah, viene. Mojado la vida. ¿Pero qué? ¿De peso pesado, Mike? Ah, bueno. A la verga. Lo voy a hacer bien chupiturri. Ayuda. Ayuda. A su vez. Pica como zancudo de gente. Pica como gente perro. Y vuela como zancudo nocturno. A su vez. A su puta madre. Peor tantito, May. A la verga, y ahora que sigue, May. A ver, todo listo. Ah, ya. R2. Bueno, ya que nos cojas. Ahora R2. R2. Y todo listo. Ah, ya, espérate, está 7, está drafteando esa madre, 5, 4. Sí, güey. Se está armando de valor, va.
A la madre, man.
A su verga. Hablando de GGN, siento que ya me pica el puto cabello, nomás estás hablando de los GGN, a la verga.
No, hombre, ese ahí es el Lima, llegaba la feria.
Sí, nos mandaron al Zócalo de México, May.
And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny
Compras una
Nelson.
caguama,
la madre, May, de exhibición, va.
It's time for our tale of
Nos
the
pagaron
tape.
500
Joe Lewis,
pesos y la
he's
cena.
6'2" tall, 181 pounds, one of the best right hands in the
Ah,
business.
guau,
And they'll be
nos pagaron
facing
500
combo de
pesos y una
noche
pizza.
agrio.
3 inches
Pa' que
tall,
nos-
the best to ever do it.
Para que me aliviane, va.
The Brown Bomber Joe Lewis, one of the most
madre.
historically important
Tiene
fighters
cara
of
de que no
all
Parece
time.
chale, güey, en lugar de grillo, güey. ¿Sabes a quién se parece, güey? ¿Te acuerdas del vato del Big Bear?
pinches secos.
Yo, Big Bear. Es que el vato está todo chirigoso, güey, se ve en el mueble.
Mira,
Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time, fighting out of Louisville, Kentucky.
Simón, ándale.
Float like a butterfly and sting
A
like
la
a
madre,
Huele
man, yo
como
no sé
que
qué
tiene
no
culo
tengo
de perro.
ese. El Mohamed Ali, me vas a pegar una chinga con ese, man. Pues ya está difícil. Lástima que terminó como perro con moquillo.
In the red corner, an iconic
Tembloroso a la
all-time world
verga.
champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing
Ya.
a heavyweight champion of the
Chirigüillo,
world.
ya tiene calor, está sudado y todavía no empieza.
As they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event. You can hear the
Noise, you can hear the fun.
I've been to
Pues
many,
sí,
many
parece
fights.
cambio.
Very, very
Sí, todavía te
Under the bright
picudea.
lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight.
Está malito, güey. Como que tiene una discapacidad.
Build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men
Mira,
verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real.
Güey, pinches vatos.
It's all offense all the time.
Cámate. Oiga, Mike, pero no me van a demandar, güey, si le pego un vato malito, güey.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming.
Una vez fui al Rex, güey.
Right when you think the pace will slow
Pero
down,
es de
it
500
picks up.
pesos, May, ¿qué querías?
Dale, juega barato, güey. Cámate.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring.
El que viene vaselina, güey, como pelón.
Mis ojos no veo, May.
Great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Me cayó sudor, aguanta, May. Déjate limpio.
That uppercut doesn't land. He misses with that jab. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit, don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Stop the match made in heaven.
Déjate caer.
Just missed with that hook.
Ay, lo veo.
Swing and a miss with that jab. And he misses with that jab.
No, así como que te marea.
They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight.
Ya le nació un párpado de puro chingar.
Está hinchado, May.
That jab doesn't score.
No me... Aguanta, déjalo. Voy a las 3 por un vaporru.
Jab not finding its target. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. You know these scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Estoy malita, May. No me pegue.
At this point, you gotta believe
Esta pelea es patrocinada
Every second,
Shampoo
every
para el
minute
pelo
of this
triste.
fight.
Y viene todo ese lembo.
Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
A su
Ay,
madre.
recuerde,
Y
aguas
los
de
pepitos
alegría.
gourmets del Sabo.
De marca
Recuerde, los mejores
de la
pepitos de Poza Rica. Aguas de la Milky, patrocinadas por Pepitos Gourmet del Sabo.
Llévelos fríos.
Recuerde, si no es despachado por la Pucho Milky, no son los originales.
There's the bell to start round two. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin.
No,
Do they
Mike,
have
yo.
a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not
Aguanta,
going to
espérate.
get dented.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Cálmate. Déjate de pendejo ahí.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like
Este es como
Rocky
el
versus
Ramoncito del box.
Apollo. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement.
Ese día jugué con el Canelo y
They are the chosen
quedé empatado.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
threw a
Zapper.
punch and just got countered.
Zapper.
They exchange punches.
Yo le voy a- yo
They're
le-
both trying for a knockout. Straight right just
Ay,
misses.
tío, ya ni veo, le estoy pegando a la nada.
Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. These two were made for each other. Just missed with that hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Eso no se vale,
You're
Mike.
gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest
So,
sound.
Just take the round off. Win the round on you.
Pero ya venía hinchado de foul, Mike. Tiene cara de hinchado.
And switch on. Get this boxing.
Eso no vale.
The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just that one.
De mujer Benelli, Simón. Simón. Y el otro Chirigüillo. Sí. Sí. Ahorita que termine la pelea te vamos a dar tus 500 pesos y tu torta. Sí. Sí.
On to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fight that's got great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's
No,
not
mames,
You don't want to trade shots.
A la madre. Salía más cara la medicina, Mike.
These two fighters are made for one another.
A la guau.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Holding nothing back here in the round. Catch and shoot. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body.
Por el Mike del Reclu.
Sometimes it's alright to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Back and forth
La que
they
tú no
go.
sabes.
Neither fighter
Que yo soy
willing to back
chico
down.
13.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night
¿No has
tonight.
visto el video ese? Del vato que le quiere dar un beso a una puchu y... A que tú no sabes que yo fui chica 13 y ¡pum! Se le pega el Mike, güey. Un
You can
puñetazo.
tell who's stronger and who's faster. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the
Es que no es
life out of
mature,
you before
creo.
they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Perfect counter lands. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to
Esa es la
go.
técnica jiribillosa. Ay, Mike, ya no tire madrazos, ya acabó la campana.
Eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
is you focus back, get that jab back.
Nada.
Boxing deep.
Play around now. Relax. One, two, straight down the middle.
Esa madre. Le faltó más realidad a este juego, pa.
Split round. It's the same again. Don't change too much. Just keep doing what you do.
Well, everything in the bag, he's running back into it. Switch on. Even
Pintaba para ser un buen juego, lástima que no.
Here we go to the fourth round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punching. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice defense with that jab.
Ah, va a tener los brazos más largos que yo.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Well done with that counter shot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Pinches chores con los que me duermo yo, Mike.
That one lands. And he scores with the counter.
Es lo que yo quisiera que
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Won't score with that right uppercut. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fight. You either give it them back or you make them comfortable. Oh, you play calm, play cool.
¿Ya no ve?
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That hook doesn't score.
Mira. Habla más, tiene los pinches brazos bien largos este vato.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. That right hook catching air. Unlucky to miss with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think, come on, pal, ring away.
Ya se anda medio hinchando de los piquetes del que de perro.
I don't want anything. Go back and win the
No se puso repelente.
Set him up and you take him out. He's ready to go. He's gone. I need you to get back out there. I need you to win this fight.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Traía cueste. Oh, no, man. Si no me pegó el putazo, me pegó el cabezazo ese, Mike. Mira, chécate. Ahí estás a ver. Ay, ahí el cabezazo es. Doble. A ver, ya, a ver qué sigue. ¿Ya gané o qué? Digo, ya perdí.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
So, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Punch, counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean.
Cuidado con su técnica,
Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week.
Hey, no
what you
mames.
got to do is you got
Estoy
to
pegando
frustrate
yo.
as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't win.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Missing with the hook. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Es la mía, creo, Mike.
Those counter punches have to hurt.
Ya me puse vídeos como en Contacto Sangriento. Gracias, bolero, no me peguen más, y acabó.
Bruised and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
Unbelievable hard
A
knockdown.
la ver, y ahora sí el vato no sabe dónde está.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good?
Mira, Ali tiene sangre, güey, ¿por qué? ¿Qué pedo?
Back on him this round.
A la madre.
No free shot.
De la nada.
Just keep him on the end of that jab and you
Está sangrando sangre, Mike, como el men se la prepa.
Basics. Stick your rhythm back.
Leía Necronomicron en el vocabulario de Ali.
You're getting your time in already. That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start working.
En ocasión que lo limpien, lo dejan así.
There's the bell to start round 6. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at?
Ah, es lo
Where's
que no
your
me puedo
energy
zafar ese
levels at?
pinche
It
madrazo,
tells you
güey.
you've got nothing left.
There's a counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Nice counter shot. Do you believe what we're seeing? You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
That counter shot lands. We wanted action, and they are delivering.
Hey, los apes no valen.
Counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Ah, me pegó en el aire. Ey, eso no vale.
A match made in heaven.
Me pegó el aire. Ala.
Huele como si gente culo de perro.
Ah, cálmate, Rooster Fighter.
Work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Ah,
Midway through the
pues sí
fight,
trae,
you are
sí trae
tired. This can be the loneliest place
motes
in
en
the
los pinches
world.
guantes.
If
¿O
you
qué?
cheated, now we're going to find out.
stamina is off the charts. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. The straight right just misses. They got out of the way of that right hook.
Casi.
Swing and a miss with the hook.
Doble co.
Despite what the judge scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter.
Ya la aguantó el Mohamed Ali.
On the fighter, get out there, get the job done.
Ya desquitó los 500. Ya desquitó los 500 pesos, va.
Right, can't miss it. Stay focused. Don't let
No, ya le dijeron que le iban a dar 100 pesos más, güey, para el Uber. Ahí nada más que se completara, va. Pero el Uber de...
get out there and switch on. Get this boxing. Do what you gotta do. Just keep him on the edge. Come on.
Ah, sí, cierto. Ah, la madre, May.
And just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little bit, so figure you out. Good work.
Enfermito y todo, pero le
There's
pegó.
the bell for round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd,
Ya,
my
este round me lo
motto
dieron a
is,
mí.
if it's not broken,
Qué chido.
why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step to the Don't fight with fire. Use brain as a ball.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. His stamina is off the charts.
Esta pelea la deben haber subido como con la del Alfredo Adame, May.
Nice counter punch.
Ajá.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Through the left
ya te
uppercut, but
aguanté.
it misses. Catch and shoot. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't hold that box.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over at least for now.
Qué pedo,
Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Órale. Órale.
Good counter punch. Referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight.
Estoy muy cango, ya no puedo pelear.
Fans here, this fight will continue.
Ah, no.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. We've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who
Córtame
wants it
con una
more.
navajita,
It might
May.
come down to who's in better shape.
There's a lot on the line
Dame un
here.
cochiner.
Great. I love that. I love that. That jab sweat.
Es el tuyo.
Go back and win the rounds.
No tengo sangre, Mike, pero estoy hinchado. Ah, el tuyo también está hinchado de la ceja, Mike.
Don't worry about that round. Let's go out there. Let's reset.
¿No te fuiste limpio?
It's a bad round.
Con sangre hinchado.
Don't care. Go out there and win this next.
And they're back at it again here in round 8.
Ahora sí ya.
Was 1 minute enough
Y
time
caes
for
tú,
them to
caigo yo.
recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round.
The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here.
Que yo por automático ya.
And the
Ya no me
referee will
dejaron pelear,
stop
Mike.
it. This fight is over.
I think the referee forgot until all of a sudden, yeah, you know what, I better do my job.
Knockout técnico.
Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after
Está
this
un golpe
stoppage win?
nomás el
TKO,
Mike.
we've got to see it again.
Bueno,
Because TKOs, they finish the
desquitó
story too. It's like being
desquitó los
kicked out
500
of the club
soles y la
before
torta,
the
va.
night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost.
Solamente en el quinto round bajé de madre. Pero en los séptimo y séptimo sí me lo di. No, ya no lo veía. Pero no, por 4 puntos, güey. No fue mucho.
Welter y
Knockout
gallo.
técnico. Y pedo.
Que tiene más show que su jugador.
Simón.
No, se rifó, o sea, Joe Louis,
Eso, verga, pero pues aguantó este batito, va. No sé quién es ese vato, Mike. Bueno, voy al menú principal. ¿Ves por la chela? No hay pedo. Te aguanto. No, ves.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming, is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Like winner, chocolate cake for dinner, birthday cake for breakfast, slice it like a ninja, pick up all the pieces, assemble like Avenger, authoring is August, wordplay is December, That mean my pen is in cinders and my deliverance shivers like Siberian area shippers. Slip on the slickest icicles, drip from the tip of my scriptures. If you a ship on the trip, don't hit on the tip of my glacier. Swim with the fish and flippers. I finish my pictures. This is what didn't get it, getting hitting the different differs. What did he do with it? Didn't she? Who are you mentioning? Louis do a duel like
Ahí voy.
dueling enemies. Do it to him, chewing through him without doing it dentally. Superhuman fluent without refueling engines with energy. This chemistry.
Ahora sí que ya no aguantó por hinchado, va. Pinche Mohamed Ali tiraba, pegaba en el aire, me dolía.
¿Le pusiste qué peso? ¿Le pusiste pesado?
Ah, chingado. Ah, es que no. No, verga, verga. A ver, aguanta, deja cambiar reglas, ¿no? Crucero, me dijiste,
el
¿sabes?
peso del guante.
Peso, pluma.
Dale, Rocky Marciano.
Llama, ya le puse.
Rocky Marciano. El Rocky Balboa de la edad real. Rocky Marciano, güey. En eso se basa la película de Rocky.
¿Quién es el Rocky?
Voy a agarrar...
Sí.
Sí, voy a agarrar a Rocky Marciano. Para ver eso.
Chamber. ¿Quién es el Rocky Marciano, May? El Jake Paul. Y esa mamada que...
Saludos a la banda que está viendo en el vivo. El stream, saludos a la bandera.
Ah, ya vi. Ah, el Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano, ya lo vi. Nah, pues voy a agarrar este vato porque es ucraniano, May, y los ucranianos aguantan. No tiran putazos, pero aguantan de a madre. A ver. Ay, qué güey soy, la cagué. Ya, May. Estos vatos sí ya les pagaron como 5,000 pesos, May, para la pelea. Un welter con un pesado, nomás aguanta más madrazos el pesado.
Un peso pesado, a veces tira a lo bruto, güey. No, sí, o sea, por un madrazo te pueden noquear.
We are live at the CompuBox Academy. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be
Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed
Por
cruiser.
ejemplo, un vato así contra un
Rocky
Anatoly,
Marciano, the
El
Brockton
Anatoly
Brawler
Mama.
himself, one of the greatest fighters of all time. A sparkling record and one of the best to ever do
que
it.
no te duele.
Look at this. These fights are so up front. Look at that.
Como hace ratito ese vato del video que te mandé, no sé si lo has visto, donde se agarró manos el patrón contra el Chuy, no sé
Bout
qué
is
chingados.
scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
Ajá.
Fighting out of the red
Por
corner.
eso te digo, o sea, por
And now
hocicón.
from Crimea in Ukraine, here is an undisputed cruiserweight world
Pero, pues, es
champion
lo que deja.
and an undisputed heavyweight
Es lo que
champion
deja,
of the
pues.
world, Alexander.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters.
No,
Now it's
aquí,
time to
aquí
put
el
up or
anunciador no es
shut
el
up.
de Ready to Rumble, Mike, no,
The
¿ah?
fight begins now. Let's get the answers.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a
Ellos se
country
ponen el
mile.
nazi.
Every
Que
seat
anda
has been
vendiéndome,
sold.
ahí pinche nazi haciendo que sea que se ponga a trabajar, anda vendiendo merengues el güey.
Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. That hook won't score. Nice counter shot.
Bueno, el tuyo, el mío, ¿no?
He just misses with that jab.
sí.
Punch, counter punch. Misses with the straight left. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered.
Así.
I know boxing fans
Órale.
around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Threw the left uppercut, but it misses.
Ajá, baraja.
And he just missed with that left jab. Perfect counter shot.
Te acomodé Te acomodé la nariz, May. Ah, chingada. Bueno, entonces déjate la regreso como estaba. Ay. Pero la tuya, May, no la mía.
This counter fighter believes in me. Anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you, and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Así me sentía yo con el...
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. He misses with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Yo soy chico 13. Ay, me dolió.
Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Talk about
es
a
Cocoon, va a sangrar
one-sided
rápido.
3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Good work. You're thinking, the jab work. Just boxing. Be smart. Get your shots off.
El Rocky Marciano.
What do we expect to see here in round 2? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it?
No he visto
An
más,
excellent
no
last round,
pidió tiempo.
everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Déjalo checo.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, you got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen it, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
He misses with that straight
Ya lo
left.
escuchaste. El Kaneki.
Jab misses. The jab doesn't quite connect. It's obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
You get in there with a fighter with a longer reach. Now you've got to depend on your footwork, your pressure fighting, slip inside the shot, slip outside the shot. But when you do it, you don't just slip. You've got to capitalize on it. Throw some shots after that to make them scared of letting a shot go.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A perfect counter lands. Can't score with that jab.
Ay. Chispis.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight.
Ah, chingado.
Just missed with that jab. Insane action. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept
como
their
el,
eye
¿cómo
on
se
this
llama?
fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Se le pegó, queriéndolo saludar, y le pegó un madrazo en Mayweather, creo, no sé con quién fue.
Set him up, he can take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolute. The fight's not over yet. Don't go out there and win this round.
Algo así, donde le quería saludar y ¡pac! Le pegó un madrazo.
You've been coasting this fight, letting back into the fight. Don't give him those free shots. Keep smart.
Mira, May, ya tiene sangre, May. Espérame,
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
La chiquita está ahí de...
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Misses with the straight left. That counter shot lands.
Costo.
Nice counter. That hook had to hurt. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They miss with the jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. There's a counter shot. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those front areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Straight right just misses. Believe what we're seeing.
Vas a vomitar la barbacoa.
Be careful for that receipt. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance.
El marciano.
Made it look so easy.
Hala, May, ya le abrí el ojo, May.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Misses with the straight left.
Te dolió, Rocky. Ay.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in the guess.
That counter punch caught him clean. That big hook doesn't land. action just got countered. He misses with that straight left.
No me ensucie los guantes que están caros, Mike.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do?
I wouldn't be surprised if they stop this fight, considering the swelling and the
A ver cómo
bruising.
andas, Mike. A la verga,
Referee's going
Mike.
to allow them to fight.
Pero Mike, con un ojo no se puede.
Misses with the straight left. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Misses with the straight left. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
Ese
And the
pobre
corner is
Rocky
gonna-
Marciano. Está más marciano que Rocky.
Get out there, get the job done.
Go out there and win this next round. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about it. That was a tougher fight and he's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away.
Ey.
Go out in the first minute,
Se echó el
stick
tatuaje
on
de
the
este
jab
vato.
and then just start gathering the pace, win this round back. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure it out.
There's the bell to start round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Just missed with that hook.
Se cubre ese ojito.
Neither
sí,
fighter
ya vi.
willing to slow down.
Ah, te quieres volver contra el taquista.
They
Órale.
call it the chin. How strong is your chin?
A ver si
Do
me
you have
aguanta
a
esta.
glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some guys with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. This is the danger spot.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a
La
hard
verga.
night tonight for the judges.
Técnica bolera.
Nice exchange here from both men. Just missed with that hook. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. He misses with that straight left.
Si no se movió del centro.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in the last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I
bolero
seriously
es?
hope the
No
judges
sé qué-
kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Con todo y médula, güey, no mames.
This is the beginning of round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
He's in there with a Hall of Famer, a legend.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
That jab won't score. Do you believe what we are seeing? Good counter punch. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to halt him without a steam.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that knocked.
That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? The fight is over.
Too early.
So
Should have let him
mad.
get stuck in with it.
Pero aguantó el Rocky Marciano, man. Ahora sí vi sangre.
Just like another like
Ahora sí
TKO
vi
with
sangre,
Teddy
man.
Pendergrass. Oh,
No, ¿cuál susto, mira?
TKO is spot on.
Pausa. No, sí me sorprende que aguantó como el Rocky, pero ya no lo dejaron. Va. Pero ves porque voy a mandar al menú principal. Pero ¿va a ser otra chela o no? Bueno, va. No, ya, no, pues te aguanto, ves.
Porque hay mujeres que no les gusta recibir. Porque hay mujeres que no les gusta recibir. Que no les gusta.
Voy. Últimamente me han salido videos de changuitos. De changuitos, pero de cómo los madrean los mismos changos a los changuitos o así recién nacidos. Ahí estoy viendo uno donde un chango está queriendo ahogar a su changuito, va. Y otros donde están en el árbol. Ah, pero no le cambié el peso, güey. Le puse peso ligero, Mike. No, peso ligero. Espera, me aguanta. Confirmar reglas. Ya, Mike. Venga, te invito. Venezolano.
Vamos a grabar el estilo de Roy. Cool.
Ah, viene Pacquiao, patrocinado por Pony. Pero tiene candado, va. Y Chávez, Mike. Ah, viene Dinamita Márquez, Mike, también. Ah, perro. Lástima que hay que desbloquearlo.
Ah, sí.
Pero bueno, sí, hasta abajo viene, Mike. Si le das más para abajo, ahí vienen. Voy a con este vato. Sabrex. Sugar Ray. El rayo azucarado. Robinson. Oiga, Mike, tengo diabetes y todavía me va a pegar un rayo de azucarado, Mike, no manches. Déjenmelo todo, déjenmelo todo a mí.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. There can only be one, Lomachenko, one of the most technically skilled fighters in all of boxing. No one moves around the ring like Lomachenko.
Iván Draco.
Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him
La más de la cuarta teta. Ay, la chiputa, me voy a perder, Mike.
in the red. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Los jóvenes necesitan más educación, por eso vamos a construir más hospitales.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one.
Puras averías.
We're expecting an all-action slugfest.
Oye, Sabo, serías inmortal ahí en la cuarta.
No rest for the weary. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters. They bask in this, they love this, they are all for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back.
May, me va. Me va a doler la trombosis, May.
They exchanged punches. He threw a punch and just got countered. And that hook misses.
Hasta acá se escuchó la moto, el camión, no sé qué sea.
Trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
You want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Punch, counter punch. Straight right just misses. He wasn't ready for that counter punch. He misses with that straight left. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter punch. That hook doesn't score. And he scores with the counter. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He
Ya me sacó sangre, May.
Needs to knock out without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get the kitchen
Traigo
sink.
nariz grande, May.
Anything. Go back and win the round, right? There's only one round that counts.
Y nomás está grande de Okis. No tiene flow.
It's a terrible round that is. Come on, you let him
Narizón de Okis.
You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on.
There's the bell for round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. And it appears they weathered the storm. Now I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
He missed with the jab. Catch and shoot. With a counter punch. Nice counter shot. That punch is beginning to take its toll.
Te traigo el tiro, te traigo el tiro.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When you're at a reach disadvantage, you want to get out of the middle of the ring and push your opponent against the ropes.
You've got to make your opponent fight your kind of fight. They've got to get into your kind of argument, your kind of dance.
took just missed. Well done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. How about that time counter shot? And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Nice counter. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. That counter punch caught him clean. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. That bell could not
madre
Nomás se varió.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk
A
back
ver
to the
cuánto
corner like
duro.
you've just seen the
Mira ese
sun.
vato tan entero.
Just get your breath. Right, let's go out there, get your boxing back.
No, madre.
Straight down the middle. You
¿De
can
qué
miss
está
it.
hecho o qué?
on to the third. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's a counter shot. The counter punching. That counter shot lands. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they've got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
When are we going to see a jab from these two?
No más, ya lo tiene bien desmadrado, Mike.
Lucky that hook didn't score.
¿Cómo aguanta el tuyo?
Lomachenko is buzzed. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it.
Sugar Ray is down.
Ándale.
And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that.
¡A la madre! ¡A
gotta see
la
that again.
verga!
Where
¡Qué
did
perro
that
putazo
come
le
from?
metí, güey, al vato!
Se reinició.
Hasta le quité el pinche... Le pasó lo mismo que a Paquiao, Mike. Ah,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
bueno, limpio no se
Back
fijo.
into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Mira, qué pedo.
Misses with the straight left. Nice counter. As you can see here, a picture-perfect punch
Gancho, Mike.
did the trick.
I've got to see that.
Nomás le dio el toquecito de la muerte.
Párese, cabrón. Técnica de Kung Fu. Ah, la madre, Mike, lo mandé a dormir.
7, 8, 9,
¡Hala! Al último se paró.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. The corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that last round.
They believe their fighter has it
No,
in
que
the tank.
pinche el tuyo, güey.
I like that
Mira.
round. Good work. You're doing good, kid. In the box,
Ya no quiere nada el tuyo, Maye.
the gaps will appear. Don't be looking at the
Tiene,
one shot.
tiene cara de en qué
Here we go to the fourth round. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'd be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
A perfect counter shot. Here we go with these 2 lightning-quick lightweights.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
There's a counter lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these 2 boxers, Johnny?
Look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brains.
At the halfway point, and both of these fighters know. Hold that thought! Uh-oh.
Cálmate.
He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Madre, Mike. No quiere que se pare ya, Mike. Ya no quiere que se pare. Ay. Te aventó la madre, Mayra. Esto fue. Pinche culero, chingas a tu madre. Ay, a ver si me paro.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
Los ucranianos son buenos para la guerra,
Do they
man.
go toe for toe, or do they play defense here?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice counter punch. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Loma in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be today.
Me voy a quedar sin ojo, man. Voy a quedar tuerto. No me alcanzó la pelea, va. Y ese güey está entero, man. Puta madre, pues que le dio de comer. No mames. So verga. A la verga.
Back into the fray here
Su
in round
madre.
5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Good counter punching.
Soy caparrito.
Nobody home with that hook. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute.
No, vamos a aguantar el tuyo. Mira, el mío está bien pinche. Ya parece carne enchilada.
It's all offense all the time. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punching. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it. But is the referee going to stop it here?
Pues para eso veo carne enchilada ya, mae.
Here as the referee says, we can continue.
Ah, su puta madre.
¿Qué fue? ¿Qué pasó?
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score.
¿Qué pasó?
Robinson goes to the canvas. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Pum,
Shot from the
derechazo,
guts.
mae. Párese, cabrón.
El toque de la muerte.
This round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Todo tuerto y madreado, pero ya lo tumbó 3 veces el vato, güey. Mira. El tuyo no pasa su puta madre. Pues que trago piedras o qué madre, no mames, güey, la madre. Ni una cortadita ni nada.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
These two fighters are made for one another. Through the straight left, but it won't score. These two were made for each other. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight with fight. You either give it them back because that's when they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. One punch change the entire complexion of this fight. Catch and shoot.
Cálmese.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Perfect counter lands. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counter.
En la mollera, May.
It could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. Nice counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talking about Loma in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it was like two different
Ya,
leagues.
ya estoy a punto de mamar, creo, May.
Empate.
Like that round, good round. You feel good?
Es el último round, todavía voy dando otro.
Basics. Get your rhythm back, then we go again.
Here we go. It's
Ah, la
round
verga,
7.
sí.
Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This is with the straight left. How about that time counter shot? Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
There's a counter shot. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice counter shot. Got out of the way of that right hook.
Ya no ven.
They better start respecting each other's
Ya no
punching
tengo
power.
energía, May.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Beautiful counter punch. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but hold it right there. Lomachenko in trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Misses with the straight left. Lomachenko in trouble.
Mira. ¡Qué mamada! ¡Qué mamada!
And it appears they're out of trouble. At least,
¿Qué pedo?
as you can see, it was a
¿Qué,
hit
qué,
to
qué
the
pedo?
head that did it.
¿Qué pedo?
Let's watch it
Órale.
again.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
4 veces lo tumbé y no le saqué ni sangre. Madre, ¿cómo aguantes el puto de la gente? ¿Cómo aguantes a la verga, güey?
In that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response.
mámate
Go back
esa.
up. Took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off. Get on with the job.
Breathe. Just get your breath stepping around. You're starting to make mistakes in your the fight. Don't give him no free shots, yeah?
Mira, por dentro está que se lo lleva a la verga, pero por fuera no le echó nada, güey, no mames.
Get your mind back on the job.
And we enter the 8th round. They really got banged
Cuatro
up last
veces,
round.
Mike,
What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything.
Ah, ya estoy más
Full
para allá
well,
que
because
para
I
acá.
know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
They exchange punches. Beautiful.
Ah, ya.
So much bruising.
huevo.
Will the referee stop this
Sí, ya.
fight?
Ah, no mames.
After so much abuse, you
No,
almost
no
hope the
mames.
referee stops it here, and he does.
Era mucho,
The
güey.
fight is over.
El vato
Esa
parece que nada
mamada,
más
güey,
salió
no mames,
corriendo.
4 veces que lo
Another
tumbé.
TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
Just like
A
another
su
like
verga, güey.
TKO. It's Teddy Pendergrass over. TKO is spot on.
Su puta madre, güey, no mames, güey. What? Tiene cardio de a madre ese vato, güey, porque lo tumbé 4 veces y nomás no. Pero, pues sí, güey, pero pues aquí también no importan los números, importa el cuerpecito también, pobrecito del monito este. Valió pilín. Ya no veía en su ojito, Mike.